how and why fruits and vegetables are the best pharmacy, how they can cure you from diseases, what are the mechanisms, why fruits and vegetables work so well for healing your body, and how I even heal myself from diabetes and a lot of other diseases with a fruitarian diet. Do you want to know more about fasting and how to live a healthful life, or even raw vegan recipes? Hygienic Fasting, Nature Surgery, and the book Natural Delicacies, Cooking Without a Stove are available on Amazon, and Hygienic Fasting is actually available on print on demand, so you can receive it at your home. But I also have 8 books published, 6 online courses, retreats here in Brazil, and I attend patients online in private sessions. Unfortunately, all the other books and the online courses are still only available in Portuguese. But if you want my help as a nutritionist, or even if you want to come to a retreat in Brazil, just sign up. The contact will be on the website and in the links below. And please don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button for notifications, comment, share the video. If you do all those, you are going to help the channel to grow. And if we grow, you grow together, getting more vital, life-changing information so you can help yourself and others to make this a more healthy and better planet for all of us. Hi, I'm Dr. Corassa, clinical nutritionist that have been living on fruits and vegetables for almost 20 years now. And I have been studying for also 20 years the power of nutrition and lifestyle medicine to help your health to get to the next level. So let's understand a little bit why fruits and vegetables are actually good for you. So now, 20 years after, I just healed myself, but I saw a lot of clients, a lot of patients, a lot of students, a lot of readers, dozens of thousands of them heal themselves and give testimonials to me, and I saw testimonials everywhere that a raw food diet can actually improve your health like none other. People don't understand the power of a raw food diet, the power of fruits and vegetables to actually help the body to live longer and healthier life. So let's understand the mechanisms by why these foods are actually the best foods for healing, to detoxify your body and to make you stronger, living longer and healthier and better. First of all, you have to understand that we are fruit tree symbionts. That means we co-evolved with fruit trees for millions of years. Human race have been on the planet for around 8 millions of years. And we see that in nature, every kind of species has its symbionts. For example, you have hummingbirds. They are the symbionts of the flowers. Why? The flower attracts the hummingbird with the nectar, but also makes the hummingbird connect with the pollen. So when he's going to eat the nectar of another flower, he actually ends pollinizing the other flower as well. So it's a win-win situation. The flower is producing the food for the hummingbird, but also asking the hummingbird, forcing the hummingbird to reproduce her, and that is the beauty of life. So that happens with a lot of other creatures and a lot of other kinds of plants. But primates, chimpanzees, gorillas, bonobos, and human beings as well as all the other primates are the symbionts of the fruit trees. That means the fruit tree is intelligent. It produces a beautiful, delicious, aromatic, smellful fruits, but asks in favor that the animal also reproduces the tree. So what happens? The animal has a favor from the fruit tree, that is the delicious fruits, and that the fruit only attracts the animal when it gets ripe, because the color changes, the smell changes, the taste changes, and also the texture changes to get more juicy and softer. But also the animal will help the tree by defecating or spitting the seeds in another place because the plant is stationary. She cannot move. So she needs the animals to move the seeds to another places so it can reproduce itself. It's an evolutionary mechanism that actually end up influencing our own evolution itself. So I highly believe, and there's scientific data starting to emerge, that we are even more intelligent because of the cocktail behind these fruit trees. So the plant DNA, the plant chemicals influenced our DNA, making us who we are, the human beings, the most evolved animal organism on the planet. We evolved with fruit trees. That's why we need more vitamin C, for example. We got to know around 2 to 3 centuries ago that vitamin C was essential to life. The sailors that came from Europe to the America and didn't have lemons and limes on the ships, they would die. So they started like putting lemons and limes, and the sailors actually survived because it was the lack of vitamin C that causes escorbuto in Portuguese. I don't remember actually the name of the disease, but it's just a lack of vitamin C. So because we are fruit eaters, primarily fruit and vegetable eaters, fruits and vegetables have a lot of vitamin C, we didn't evolve a gene like carnivore animals that they can biosynthesize. They make in their own bodies their own vitamin C. So it's a thing of evolution that we adapted our nutritional needs to the content of these foods. I know that there's not enough science up behind it, but I'm pretty sure of that. And in the future, we'll be becoming more science about it. So first reason that fruits and vegetables are good for us is that we evolved eating these foods. So the amount of fiber, the amount of water, the amount of vitamin C, the amount of every nutrient is perfect for our composition. So that's why we feel a lot better on fruits and vegetables. That's why we protect all diseases that we know on fruits and vegetables. That's why it's better for us. Second reason, phytochemicals. These colors, the orange, the purple, the red, the green, all these colors inside of the fruits and vegetables are called phytochemicals. We call them resveratrol, betacarotene, lycopene for the tomato, for example. These, we talk about maybe 10, 20, 30, but there are like hundreds already discovered, thousands, and we believe that there's even more. Allicin in garlic or sulforaphane in broccoli. There are so many. Every day there's more science that they actually can help with heart disease, with cancer, with diabetes, with metabolism, with your hormones, with your microbiota. They influence the whole body. Instead of pills and potions and remedies that, for example, cholesterol medications, the statins, they reduce just your cholesterol. But they can cause a lot of side effects, and they only deal with one biological mechanism in your body. But inside your body, there are hundreds, thousands of biomarkers that we can already measure, hundreds of thousands of biochemical processes. So we cannot be so naive and so short-sighted to believe that just changing one parameter inside of our body will be good for us. We need these phytochemicals because they're actually nature's pharmacy that have a lot of they influentiate a lot of biological mechanisms. They change a lot of stuff, just one of them, and have hundreds of them, right, when we ingest the fruits and vegetables. So they have the power to fight cancer by a lot of different ways. They have ways of fighting heart disease by a lot of different ways. Ways of fighting diabetes with a lot of different ways. So phytochemicals are the future pharmacy, the future remedy. If you want the best remedy, because phytochemicals are cheap or for free, if you have a tree in your house, I have 350. Why? Because I know that the trees are actually my medicine cabinet, my pharmacy. The best pharmacy I can have is the amount of trees I have at home, because each kind of tree produces a different kind of fruit with a different kind of remedy for me. So these phytochemicals have, for example, anti-diabetic properties, anti-aging properties, anti-cancer properties, anti-heart disease properties, anti-autoimmune disease properties, because they deal with a lot of stuff in the same at once. You can see this is a different kind of. And there is a synergistic mechanism also detailed in the literature. For example, if you eat tomato, you have a protection against cancer. But if you eat tomato and the broccoli, the two phytonutrients interact with each other, having a more profound effect, a double effect, right? So the phytonutrients are important, but varying the fruits and vegetables, varying the colors that you eat are also really important for health protection, for healing your body. Because why we're sick? We're sick not just because diseases affect us and comes from nowhere, comes from the air and kills us. We are actually sick because we are not eating the way nature intended. We are not eating the food that we ate for millions of years, the food that we evolved in. And inside the food, there is the medicine. That's what you need to understand. Don't be afraid of the food. Understand this is actually medicine. The real medicine, the only medicine nature ever created. She created a little bit more other medicines like sex, social interaction, breathing pure air produced by the plants. There's a lot of biological exercise, sunshine, sleep. There's some others, but today we're only going to talk about food. What other subjects would you want to view here? Do you want to know more about? Please comment below. Don't forget to share the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications. And if you want to help our work and help yourself, 2 of my 10 books are already translated and published in English on Amazon. And Hygienic Fasting Nature Surgery is actually available print on demand also. And Natural Delicacies, Cooking Without a Stove, it's on Kindle. So if you want my help, the link below for the website and for the WhatsApp contact, you can get a consultation, retreats, online courses, and read all the books. It's life-changing information for the most updated lifestyle medicine information out there in the planet. Third component that is actually anti-diseases, a curing agent, vitamins, minerals that are inside of the food. These, calorie per calorie, are the most rich source of vitamins and minerals. So, because of them being the richest source of vitamins and minerals, they are actually the best source of healing in the planet. Because people, when they think about nutrition, they just think about calories. But calories is just a small part of the nutrition equation. We should be thinking of eating less calories and more micronutrients that we know now is the perfect formula for a long life and a healthy life. Less calories, because this is full of fiber and water. This is low in calories, but it's also so rich in vitamins and minerals that vitamins and minerals are famous for fighting heart disease, cancer, diabetes, all the chronic diseases, all the infectious diseases as well. They influence the functioning of your brain, of your testicles, of your reproductive system, of your muscles, of your bones. Vitamins and minerals are essential to life. The more in a natural form, the better. Because what people do, they try to change for supplements. But there's no scientific data guaranteeing that supplements actually work as people say. These are scientifically proven. Micronutrients that come in this form are scientifically proven that you cannot get too much of it, right? There's people dying of excess of vitamin A, for example, but there's no one dying of excess of beta-carotene, the excess of preform of the vitamin A in fruits and vegetables. So that is a big part of the equation. Vitamins and minerals, right? Vitamins means vital to life. Although you can live without them, without the ideal amount of vitamins and minerals, we suffer a lot more with a shorter life and a worse functionality of our bodies. That means your body will function less than it should. Like a car, when you fuel with the perfect fuel, when you take care of the tires, the engines, the everything, when you put the correct lubricant, the perfect oil, your car will work better. The same way, we need a high amount of vitamins and minerals. This research, you can see, I asked Murillo to put on the video. It's from Catherine Milton, a famous primatologist that she has wrote in 2 articles questioning that we should learn a lot from the diets of our closest relatives, the big apes, the anthropoid primates. And now, because we evolved from them, we had the same diet for millions of years, as she says in the article, as she shows evidence for it, that the big amount of vitamins and minerals, the ridiculous higher amount that primates eat than us. For example, ingest like 10 times more vitamin C than a normal person in a daily eating, because I eat only living food, right? Although I eat like excess of vitamins for a lot of people, they think, I never went to the hospital because of it. Have you gone to the hospital in the last 20 years? I haven't. I haven't got sick. I haven't had a day of sickness, a sore throat. I never had anything else because I know that I'm nourished by what nature gives me. I'm nourished by the best medicine, by fruits and vegetables, the food of man. Third medicinal property in fruits and vegetables, fiber. Fiber is actually the skeleton, the bones of the plants. We don't digest fiber. Actually, our microbiota digests fiber. The microbes in our intestines, in the end of the intestines, the big intestines, they actually digest the fiber and they produce short-chain fatty acids. Acetate, butyrate, propionate, they are important for a lot of stuff. Anti-diabetes properties, anti-cancer properties, anti-heart disease properties. They influentiate our whole bodies. So fiber is medicine and people consume too little fiber, less than 20 grams in the average American. Primitive tribes nowadays, like the Hadza or the Papua Highlander in the New Guineas, or anthropoid primates in the wild, or even fossilized human beings, like from 100,000 years ago, they were eating around 100 grams of fiber per day. So it's pretty much what I eat per day. If you need something to improve not just your digestion, but your health, you need more fresh foods that will provide you a lot of fiber. Fifth aspect that fruits and vegetables are healing, the low amount of protein and the low amount of fat. We were not meant to eat a lot of protein and a lot of fat when we are adults. When we are young, we're still forming our bodies, so we do need more fat as babies and we do need more protein. But when we age, when we grow up, when we get in at the end of the teenage years, we need more simple carbohydrates because we need fuel, but we need less growth material because if we grow too fast, we age and we die too fast. And that is pretty much well established scientifically. So less protein, the more longevity, according to the Blue Zones research, according to preclinical trials in lab animals, we know that low protein infraregulates IGF-1 and mTOR. So you have more autophagy, you have more of the fasting mechanisms. The seventh factor is the phytonutrients act as a fasting mimicking substance. Yes, the phytonutrients turn on the longevity genes, AMPK, sirtuins, and FOXO. So there's also the phytonutrients influentiating longevity and health. You are not actually fasting, but this is a semi-fast. Not just because of the phytonutrients and because of the fiber that ends up making you more satiated and eating less, but also because we know that caloric restriction is the way to have a longer and healthier life. Also because of water. Water is probably the most underestimated nutrient there is on the nutritional science topics. Because people think it's just to ingest water, to drink water. But no, we fruitarians, frugivores, we eat our water. Most of the water I drink it comes from fruits and vegetables. Yes, for sure, I drink a lot of coconuts, I can drink a sugarcane juice once in a while, but primarily when you don't cook your food, when you don't salt your food, and when you don't use foods that are low in water content, you end up hydrating yourself with the food of nature for me. So for sure, water reduces your caloric intake, water helps you to control your glycemia. It's a huge influence in your metabolism, in your brain function, in your overall health. So this is structured water, right? The water that comes from nature, filtered by the plant, and also packed with a lot of nutrients. 8th parameter or 9th parameter, no cooked food toxins. Why? Fruits and vegetables are actually what nature intended us to eat. So we don't need to cook it. Why do you need to cook potatoes, rice, beans? Why do you need to cook flesh, an egg? Because it's not appealing to your senses, it's not appealing to your taste buds. But fruits and vegetables, we can eat it all raw and it's tasty. You can eat it with gusto. You can relish it. So you can understand that when you don't need to cook your food, you don't destroy the water content, you don't destroy the vitamins, the minerals. For sure, you don't destroy it all, but you lose a lot because vitamins and minerals are labile. That means sensitive. They are heat sensitive, oxygen sensitive, and also light sensitive. So when you cut the apple, when you cut the mango, it's generating oxidation inside of the mango tissues. It's like when you cut yourself, you're going to expose yourself to oxidants, to damage. So you need to neutralize this damage with the antioxidants. So when you don't cook your food, you don't lose the nutrients and you don't also generate Maillard reaction end products. That is a big step to not cause these diseases because Maillard reaction end products are correlated with diabetes, heart disease, cancer, with every disease. Even COVID, as I said, is correlated with high amount of Maillard reaction end products on our bloodstream. So it's really important to understand that the less you cook, the better. The more you eat raw, the better. For every food, even if you're talking about raw meat, the carnivores eat raw meat. They don't cook their food. The pigs eat raw tubers. They don't cook their potatoes. The birds eat raw grains. They don't cook their grains. So every animal on the planet eats raw food. Human beings are the only animals cooking their food and suffering a lot of other chronic diseases because of it. Next mechanism, antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties. Yes, these are the richest source of antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties, substances like the phytochemicals, etc. So oxidative stress, as we call, and inflammation are the main causes of chronic diseases, but also the main causes of any kind of pathology, any kind of pathological changes in our bodies. So it's really important to understand that these antioxidants and inflammatory compounds are also labile, sensitive. So you want it raw, you want it fresh, you want it ripe. That's the highest amount of nutrients you can have it. The last but not least parameter is this is living food. Yes, the food is alive. You can see the jackfruit in a day. If I leave it here on the counter instead of putting it into the fridge, it will start to grow mold. Do plastic grow mold? Do woods that have been treated go mold? No, just living things, rotten, go molds, get fungi on it. Dead things, metal, plastic, your fridge, this kind of ceramic in the table. These are not alive, they are dead. But this, it has water on it, water in it. It breathes, it secretes enzymes, secretes hormones. It has metabolic parameters. Yes, this jackfruit has metabolism. It's impressive if you think about it, but yes, it's breathing. If you understand that, you understand that after I cook this jackfruit, if I cook these seeds, it will not reproduce itself. If I get a potato and put on the ground, it will grow seedlings, it will grow a new plant. If I cook the potato and put on the ground, it goes rot, it's dead. It's the same with every kind of seeding here. or the crown of the pineapple. If I cook the crown of the pineapple, I cannot replant in the ground to grow a new one. So if you understand that this is living food. For example, broccoli, if you cook the broccoli, you end up damaging the myrosinase, or you cook it or even freeze it. You damage myrosinase. It's an enzyme inside of here that is sensitive, labile as we call in science. And damaging myrosinase, you will not get the anti-cancer, anti-diabetes, anti-heart disease, anti-neurological diseases, anti-autoimmune diseases substance that we call isothiocyanates. That is, the most famous of those isothiocyanates are sulforaphane. So you have to understand that the food is alive. After you cook it for 20, 30, 40 minutes, it's dead. For sure, it still has nutritional value, but a lot less. So you're going to live eating cooked food, but you're going to live less time and with less quality. It's physiological functionality. You want to be smarter, you want to be stronger, you want to be healthier, you want your bones to be bigger, you need more raw foods. So yes, the food is alive. The allicin in garlic, for example, it's an anti-cancer property. If you cook garlic, that substance is going to be lost every time you eat it more of the food. So the enzymes on the food are actually important. So the more natural the diet, the better. The more whole, the better. A lot of people talk about whole food, plant-based diet, but after you cook the food, it's not whole anymore. The water have been lost. A lot of vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, antioxidants, anti-inflammatory compounds have been lost. So this is whole food. The only whole food I know is raw food. That's the only path I want to go. For sure, you're going to die if you eat some cooked food? No. If you want to cook it, at least steam it. Use just a little bit of heat. That will not cause a huge damage. But still, we have to understand the ideal, to at least strive to maintain it closest as possible to the ideal. So that's why I got healed. And I have seen so many people healing on raw foods, because this is what God gave us. This is what nature intended us to eat it. This is how we can save the planet. We can save human race. We can save our health, the health of our loved ones, the health of the animals, the health of the planet itself depends on human race understanding that these are the foods that we need to be consuming for the only sustainable future we can have. Because anything else, I'm pretty sure we are going downhill. So if we manage to make people understand that everybody could be a lot more happy just by eating fruits and vegetables, we would be in a better direction. So if you want to help me to spread this work, to spread this message, please give it a thumbs up, comment below, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell buttons for notification. If you want my help, or if you want to help the channel, don't forget, we don't have sponsors. We only have you to support us. You can become a member of the channel. You can donate to the video. You can read the books. By buying the books and giving the books, you're going to help us and help the person that is receiving it. You can also have online or in-person session consultations with me as a nutritionist that have been studying hygiene, the science of health, the most advanced comprehension of health that we have on the planet. Also, I have 10 books published, 2 already translated to Amazon and the 3rd is coming, The Diet of Eden. I have 6 online courses, but all in Portuguese still, but we run retreats here in my place, close to Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, so you can learn more about the science of health with a tennis court on the site, with 350 fruit trees flourishing, a lot of rare fruits, 3 blocks from the beach. I'm waiting for you here for a retreat to make the difference in your health, in your future. The links are below in the description for you to contact me, or the website saudefrugal.com.br. There's translation to English in the website. It was a pleasure to help. I hope this message will be spread forever for everybody. Click these videos to know more, and remember, health is produced by healthful living.